Do you have a whiteboard by chance?
Funny you should mention that.
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a
I
good one.
do have a whiteboard. I know it's normally your thing, but we're going to flip the script today. And so I want to start by walking you through some stats on electric vehicles. Let's start with this one that I think people care about, which is 29%. The amount of greenhouse gas emissions from our economy that comes from the transportation sector.
This is great to know. So without dealing with vehicles and transportation sector broadly, we're just not going to get there on climate goals. But there's another thing about electric vehicles, which is just that they make the air cleaner and healthier for all of us.
So, you ready for stat number 2?
I am.
All right. $632, which is how much you save in fuel and maintenance costs when you replace your traditional car with an EV.
Here at UCI, we have a National Fuel Center Research Center, and they're also doing work on how to make electric vehicles affordable. $632 is real money in people's pocket. I mean, as a single working mom, I would be thrilled to have $632 and afraid that my kids would want to spend it all on Legos.
Here's 2 more stats that I want to throw at 41,115,000. How many public charging stations there are in the US versus, that's 41,000, versus how many gas stations there are. We have got to build out the charging station infrastructure along freeways and in communities so the drivers are not feeling this total anxiety about not being able to charge when they go somewhere. It's particularly important in low-income communities.
It wasn't just a coincidence that there's a gas station right when you're about to run out of gas. Our country put work into that. And we're really just doing the parallel thing here with charging stations. And I have a bill, the Clean Corridors Act, which would provide resources to do exactly that. Put charging stations everywhere that drivers, all drivers, including drivers who are lower income, who live in communities of color, to put those charging stations everywhere. So that isn't a barrier or a fear or a concern that holds people back from buying an electric vehicle.
Amen, sister. Well, hey, you are amazing. Thank you so much for coaching me on how to use the whiteboard. Thank you so much for your great brain, but mostly thank you for your great leadership in this area.